Hello, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching this from. This is Leopard Q, except it's not. This Leopard Q is hiding under the bed. I can't get to him. So this is his sister. This is Leopard Qette. And Leopard Qette, she is a beautiful kitty. They're sisters. This is brother sister. And well, she's a leopard. What can I say? She's a little leopard. And she's very difficult to handle. She's not as easy to handle as Leopard Q, as I said. Okay, then she does. That's enough. She's had enough. All right. So, I just wanted to come on today and say my usual thing. First of all, I'm not Q. I never claim to be Q. Anyone who claims that I am Q is lying to you. And I wanted to talk about the recent telecommunications blackout in the United States being blamed on solar flares, which, let me tell you, is BS. There may have been solar flares. They may have even hit, planet Earth, but it's BS. But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about sort of blackouts and outages in general. Outages, I'm based in Australia, and many months ago, not quite a year ago, I'll have to look it up, but in Australia we have two major big telecommunication companies. We have Telstra and Optus. Now, many months ago, Optus just went offline nationwide, and there was a big to-do about it. Now, I actually use Telstra, so it didn't affect me, but that was a big story, and it went down for a day, pretty much. We have four major banks in Australia. They're in no particular order: Westpac, National Australia Bank, Commonwealth Bank, and St. George. And St. George is actually owned by Westpac, so that's kind of cheating. They're kind of the same thing. Anywho, they've all had outages in the last, I'd say, 12 months that have affected certain services that they provide. And now, just yesterday, at the time I'm making this video, there's these reports that all these telecommunication companies in the United States went down. And for the life of me, I haven't heard any other country going down. And that's one reason why I think it's BS that it was a solar flare. Because if it was a solar flare, countries that have less quality telecommunications infrastructure would have gone down first. But no, apparently it's only AT&Ts and Verizons and what have you in the United States. But that aside, the point I'm trying to make is that these outages, probably worldwide, but certainly in the United States and in Australia, over the last 12 months, have been far too frequent for it to be bad luck. These companies that deal with these big sort of infrastructure type of services, they have backups and fail-safes and all sorts of never fail kind of mentality about them. They think so hard and they invest so much in not failing due to these circumstances. And yet we're having so many of them fail. And just today, I was just thinking that Q has said, follow the pen. And I think, well, that's a bit weird, following the pen. Um, People say, well, there's a photograph of a pen on a piece of paper pointing at some words or something. Okay, well, maybe multiple meanings exist. And I'm not saying that what I'm about to say is anything like, I'm not cute, right? So, but I just thought today, maybe this is something, maybe it's not, but pen, to me, as an engineer by background, pen reminds me of pen testing. And what pen testing is, to give an example, is where an organization like a company, whatever, will hire basically a thief to come in to their organization and see what they can steal. And like, it's the upper level management, like the CEO or the board of directors, whatever, they're the ones that hire these people. And they don't tell anyone. They don't tell any of their employees that they're under threat. And they want to find out whether these thieves who are indemnified of all they steal, and you hope that they don't really steal it. They take it, but then they show the board of directors, this is what we take, and here it is back, and we're not really stealing, but they're actually hired to steal. And that's called penetration testing. And for short, they call it pen testing. And this is a thing, right? So, and I'm an engineer. I'm not a military person. I've never taken up a firearm, at least as part of a job. But what I'm thinking is that all of these outages are really the result of penetration testing. What they might be doing is trying to see how insecure, first of all, these companies are and these infrastructure things are, like banks and power companies and the telecommunication companies, right? All these sort of big utility, really important things. See how easy it is to break into them, how much damage they can do, how long it takes for them to get back online, okay, and fix the damage, in order to test for a later attack, right? Except these aren't pen tests, because remember, the pen test is somebody in the organization knows what's going on and has authorized the damage, right? I think that maybe this is the militaries who are going into these organizations and shutting them down. And so it's called pen tests, but maybe it's not a pen test. Maybe it's a strategy and preparing for a large attack. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. At the end of the day, I don't know the white hat plan or even the black hat plan, but just a thought. Anyhow, thanks for watching. If this provided any value to you, remember, please to like that like button and subscribe and all that good stuff. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.